Alright, good evening everyone. Diablo Graves here, back for another episode of Virtue's Last Reward. The last time... Here we go. Last time, we hit a couple of other locked areas, so we've got 3 places now where we need to find some more information before we can come back to it. So we've got in this one path where we get to the director's office, but we need a password. We've got one path where we are about to die, but apparently there's some way we can get out of it. And then there's another one where Phi and K are both in trouble because one of the bracelets has been smashed. And in a lot of these endings, things are not looking great, but maybe we can learn something in them. And what I'm going to try to do now is, since it looks like the only other path on, this whole side that hasn't been opened yet looks like this one right here. And it looks like to get to this one, I'm going to have to, unfortunately, betray Luna. Because we go through the Magenta door, we go with Luna, and then it looks like to get to this path, we're going to have to betray her. Which is unfortunate, because she seems really nice, but we're going to have to do it because it's the only way we can get to this information that might be really useful.
We don't have time to talk about this. Choose betray. We don't know if she'll ally or not. If we choose ally and she chooses betray, we're screwed. That's a loss of 2 points. You tell me, Sigma. What's 3 minus 2?
Okay, so we've seen this already. So this time we're actually going to listen to Phi. As Phi and I stepped out of the AB room, I could see the others running toward the monitor, shoving and pushing to get closer. Tenmyoji was left behind, his footsteps a slow, heavy plod. What had happened to make him like that? Were you telling the truth? If our BP hit 0, do we really...
Well, you chose betray because of what I said, right? Don't worry. You made the right choice.
Better not have lied to me, so I'd choose betray.
Well, 0 will tell you if I lied or not.
0.
Yo, what's up?
You still don't explain how you know that, though.
Siggy! But Hey, what are you kids doing over there? We're about to announce the results.
You'll see in a minute. Let's go, Sigma.
What do you mean Zero's gonna tell me? Yeah.
Good. Looks like you're all here.
Finally, let's get ready to rock! Ambitance game! Round 1! The results!
If everybody would please direct their eyes to this monitor.
So if this goes the same way as the other ones, now it's just going to be like all of the pairs betray and all of the solos ally. Yeah. So this has quickly become an extremely lopsided game.
Here are the results from your game. Now, let us check the numbers on our bracelets.
Sigma, why did you and Phi do that? All we had to do was choose ally 3 times, and we could all escape together. After this, we only would have needed 2 more rounds and we would have all had 9 points. But now why?
I hung my head. There was no way I could look her in the eye and try to explain what I'd done.
It was me. I told him to betray you. What? There's a way to get out faster.
If you're successful twice with Betray, you'll get 3 points each time, which gives you 6. That means you'll have 9 BP after the second AB game.
I know that. Is that why you chose Betray? So you can escape before the rest of us?
Hey, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to get out first or anything. Just wanted to have a little leverage.
How is leverage supposed to help you?
Well, I was planning on getting out of here with everybody else, and
You're lying. What makes you think I'm going to believe that?
Your eyes met for a long moment, but all I could see in Luna's was sadness and disappointment. Fi opened her mouth, then shut it again and looked away. I was about to apologize to Luna when...
Hey, what were you thinking?
Okay,
I'm sorry, Alice.
this part's probably the same as before.
I didn't think you'd choose Ally.
What? You really think I'd betray you?
Well, no. That's what I thought at first.
But Kay told you to choose Betray, didn't he?
Yes, I did. I was sure you would vote similarly.
Are you listening? I'm not going to vote Betray against Clover.
Is that so? You never considered that we might choose to betray you?
What?
Clover would never choose that, of course. But what if I was your sole opponent? I understand it might seem strange of me to say this, but who would trust a man who hides his face? If I were in your position, I would be quite certain my masked opponent would choose Betray.
Well, but it wasn't just you. Clover was there too.
Yes, she was. But if I'd chosen to end an argument by force, do you think she would have had any chance? I was certain you'd choose Betray for that very reason.
So that was why you didn't.
This is some, like, next level selfish reasoning here.
Yes.
After he explained his thinking to me, I thought he had a good point.
It's all right. I understand.
I'm so sorry.
I apologize. This is very unfortunate.
The past is the past. There's no point complaining about it. I'll just have to try and get those points back in the next AB game.
Then this argument happens.
Let me give you a little warning, Tenmyoji. That little shit is a hell of an actor. I'll bet you money he's a born con man. I don't know what he is to you, but if I were you, I'd trust that kid as far as I could throw him, and at your age, that can't be much. You hearing me, old man? Keep an eye on him.
Looked like things hadn't gone as planned for the other teams either. Nonetheless, we all seem to have reached some sort of truce.
Zero, when does the next round start?
What makes you think we'll be having another round?
Okay,
Well-
this part is the same. Explains the rules. Yeah, you hit...
If I had to guess, I'd say it's going to be Tenmyoji, or Alas, or Mooney, or maybe
Everyone?
What?
Why?
Yeah. Why am I going to die?
I guess I can tell you why. Anyone whose BP drops to 0 gets penalized.
Right.
I'm pretty sure I already told you what the penalty is.
So the only difference was Zero mentioning which people are at 1 BP.
Correct.
So, if I had been right. But how had she known before Zero told us? Yeah, that's the problem.
I see. Alice, Luna, and I only have 1 BP. That means we'd have less than 0 if we lost 2 points.
What? What the hell? This is important stuff. Why didn't you tell us about this earlier?
Sorry.
Sorry's not going to cut it. I thought you were supposed to tell us the rules, not hide them.
Well,
Is there anything else you conveniently left out? It's not fair to make people play a game without explaining all the rules.
I think it's fair. After all, it's not like anybody else knew. Right? Right, Fido?
Yeah,
Hmm.
I guess so.
Took a moment to go over everything in my head. Okay, so this is where they remember the rules. This part's gonna be mostly the same, I think. Yeah. We don't see Zero anymore. We recall how we got kidnapped. Woke up in the warehouse. Decided to go check these places out. I wonder if these will be different. Infirmary. Quark is here. Kay is here. Found out there's the thing on the back of his head. Go to the lounge. Alice and Dio are here. We wonder about, like, hey, when exactly would we get kidnapped? There's also this crazy
I don't think you'll
virus
be able
happening.
to just puzzle that out.
Let's see. Six killed hundreds of thousands of people while we were asleep. How long have we been here? I don't know.
If we want the truth, we need to find more information.
Right. Look around a bit more then. I've already spent plenty of time
Alice
here
and I are
anyway.
gonna stick around. You know, just in case you miss something. Don't really feel like I can trust your eyes.
Whatever. Turn and headed for the exit, and where to next? Okay, so Kay didn't go that way for some reason. Or I guess because he was already going to the other area. So now if we go to the crew quarters last, I don't think this changes anything. I think we still get the same information. Temyoji's here. These two show up for a little bit.
Hey,
They're kind of... what do the people work for? Oh yeah, she talks about the, Clover talks about that her and Alice work for someone.
sorry to butt in, but it's time to go.
Oh, and we're running out of time. We have to get to the elevator.
You think?
Oh, I guess we'll just have to continue this later. We need to get back to the doors.
Now the only main difference between this one is that Luna won't want to pair up with Phi or myself anymore.
Chromatic doors have opened. 5 minutes.
Ugh, you're late. What were you doing?
Sorry.
An apology is not going to cut it.
Oh, this time Phi's not the one who berates us, it's Alice.
I can't go through that door without you. Zero said we'd get penalized if we didn't go through the primary door before it closed. Are you trying to kill me?
No, of course not. I thought you didn't need a partner to get through the primary doors, though.
Are you kidding me? Think it through, Sigma. Yes, you can go through the primary door by yourself. Now you're standing in front of the secondary door. The time limit comes and the primary door shuts. Now what? Now you're stuck is what? Without the right number of bracelets, the secondary door won't open. Do you understand?
There'd be no way to open either door, huh? Man, that sounds even worse than getting your lungs turned off.
Sorry for worrying you, Quark.
Quark
In
is
any
super
event,
out of
now
it.
is hardly the time to be fighting like this. As you can see, the primary doors have already opened. We must hurry and decide who will be going through which door and with whom.
We're almost out of time. I'll just explain it as fast as I can.
Okay, so this
Just
is
like
where
before, there are only 3 possible combinations.
Phi explains these the combinations. Because the combinations are probably still the same. So in this case, okay, so this one would have both Alice and Luna at one point, where Temyoji would be on Quark's team with 1 point, and then Phi, Dio, and Kay all have 6 points. In option B, Alice and I pair up with Kay, where Alice has 1 point in that pairing. Tenmyoji and Luna are the ones with 1 point, and Phi, Dio, and Clover all have 6 points. And then finally, Alice and I pair with Clover, Tenmyoji and Cord pair with K, Phi and Dio pair with Luna. Okay.
3 minutes remain until chromatic doors close.
So who's gonna go where?
I'm not going with Kay. I had enough of that last time. Thank you very much.
Oh dear. Seems I'm not wanted.
I'd like Luna to come with us.
Huh? Me?
Need someone gullible for the next round?
Hey, shut up. Aren't you my partner?
Maybe. But I don't want her to think that means I agree with you.
You betrayed me last time, Phi. And Dio, you betrayed Tenmyoji.
Ah, come on. Didn't I tell you? It was Quark who...
Dio! Stop saying that!
Anyway, Phi and I won't be choosing Betray this time. Your BP's 1 right now, isn't it? If you chose Ally and we chose Betray, what would it be?
-1. I'd die.
I didn't want to say it straight out, but yeah. We're not gonna go that far just to get out of here. Right, Phi?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'm going to take a chance on you.
Luna, you sure about this?
Yes. I've made up my mind.
Well,
So
she's
that
dead.
means Quark and I will be going with Kay, since it looks like Alice is pretty determined.
Yes, I am.
Then I get to go with Alice again. I'm totally good with that. What I did to Alice last time was really bad. I want to try to make up for it.
So we're going with option C then?
I mean, you kind of can't, because you can't give her... Well, you could both ally, but yeah.
That means each group is going through a complementary door. Sigma, Alice, and Clover are going through the red door. Tenmyoji, Quark, and Kay are going through the green door. And finally, Dio, Luna, and I are going through the blue door. Any objections?
10 seconds remain until chromatic doors close.
If there were any objections, there was no time for them.
Let's go!
The announcer's voice filled the room as we ran for our doors.
3, 2, 1, 0. Chromatic doors closing.
Three doors again, yep.
There are 3 doors, but it looks like they're all locked.
The lever
wonder
will
what this
open
thing
one of them.
does.
Well, it's got a lever.
Can you pull that, Sigma?
Sure thing.
It opened the door on the right.
Yep. I wonder what made the second door open during that one playthrough we did. Because I thought maybe that like the other two just didn't open, but that one did that time.
Details, details. Hardly seems important to me.
But we weren't there to figure out why.
They gave us the way forward. I say we take it. Come
Yeah.
along now.
Without waiting for a response, Alice strode off toward the open door. Clover and I hurried to follow. So now we're going into the pantry.
Whoa! This is amazing. Who'd ever need this much underwear?
What?
Well, I mean, all these boxes and stuff are panties, right?
No.
And there are a lot of boxes.
No, it's pantry.
Isn't that what it said on the door?
Clover dear, it didn't say panty.
Pantry?
It's where you keep food.
Oh, I guess that makes more sense.
Face had turned an especially amusing shade of red. What do you think that thing is?
I'd say it's a water storage tank.
It's totally full of water.
The stuff on the shelves looks like it's mostly bread, maybe a few pastries, but no panties.
So, just a whole bunch of food, huh?
Clover was right that there's a lot, though.
It looks like you could live here for quite a while.
I'd have to agree.
Then what do you think this place is for?
Maybe it's where they quarantine sick people.
Didn't we tell you about Radical 6?
I guess that story really was true.
You're saying that the reason they've got all this food and water is so that they can keep infected people here. That's ridiculous. I'm not infected with some weird-ass disease. Well, maybe you are, actually.
Me either. Giving us food is all well and good, but no spare underwear? That's unforgivable.
Oh, okay. Let's let that go.
Seriously? How long are you guys going to keep making fun of me for that?
Right, well, we need to search this room. Let's get started. Alright, so we got the water tank, got the 2 doors, some kind of device on the wall, all these boxes, these shelves of things, and some other devices. Alright, well let's just start from our door and go around the room. Hey, the screen lit up. Looks like it's designed to turn on when you touch it. I think we need to type something in. Yeah. Enter the most appropriate option in the blank area, press the check button. Yeah, I have no idea what goes there. Alright, so we don't know what to do with that yet. I don't get it. This is from calendar, okay. Looks a little weird though. Well, wait. I think there's something written on the back of it. The day the man was abducted. Oh yeah, there is something back here. On the back of the calendar. First half of year. 1/1, 31st, 1st, 29th, 31st, 30, 31, 30, 31, 31. Okay, so I think this is a fairly normal calendar, it's just on a leap year, because there are 29 days in February. And then on the back it says the day the man was abducted. So these are all drawers, huh? Tons of them. Wow, how many are there, I wonder? 366. What? I said there are 366 drawers. You just looked at them and figured that out? No, I did math. They're divided into 4 sections, each row is numbered 1 through 14. In other words, there are 14 rows in each section. Columns are labeled with the letters A through G, so you've got 7 columns per section. 4 means sections means 28 columns total. Now each section has a few spots where there aren't any drawers, right? Well, specifically there are 26 of those spots. So you just calculate 14 times 28 minus 26, and that's 366. Right, you got all that in your head. Of course. It's pretty simple stuff. Yeah, apparently whatever organization they're part of revolves around doing mathematical calculations really fast. Or maybe that's just something she's learned to do really well. But apparently she's really good at it too. So we've got 366, which I guess corresponds to the number of days in a year, which if we look at the 4 starts here, 7 starts here, 10 starts here. So I think they match up to the days of the year. And if it's the day the man was abducted, that was on 12/25, which is going to be 31, 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25. So 10 through 12 be 13. I wonder... Aha! Screen's blue now. You think this could maybe possibly be it? Oh, this is the safe password. Yep. Screen shuts off after a certain amount of time. No, we need to be fast. I can do it. I've got a really good memory. All I need is a moment. Sun, star, moon. Indeed I did. Sun, star, moon. What a relief. I'm just gonna go ahead and get that now. So go on maybe room the infirmary, put the password in. So that gets us the golden file. Now we just solve the rest. I mean, maybe that was all that was used for. I don't know. So the pictures in these boxes look really tasty. I wonder what's under the wrapper. Underwear? Under... Shut up. Yeah, really. Shelves full of preserved food. The old cabinet next to the wall looks like it could probably be moved. You see this red button? It keeps the wheel in place, so if we push it, it'll unlock. I think we can move this thing to release all the locks. Sounds good. Alright. Press all the buttons, we should be able to move this cabinet. First though, what? I don't know how they put a cabinet back in the corner like this. It's really hard to get to. Agreed. It's got a sliding door. Well, let's slide it. What's this? A binder? Got a couple of pieces of paper inside. We probably ought to hang on to them. Nutritional management chart and nutritional balance chart. Nothing else. There are wheels on this thing though. If we can move, we can get to the door on the right. So, now that we've gotten that, maybe now we can move it. Yeah, so we can move this thing. Now we can get to the other side. And on this side, another binder and some kind of chemical. So, a pH scale and pH detection chemical. Okay. So, what else do we get here? Nutrient balance chart and nutrient balance for 1 week. Oh, that's the researcher's journal. That's from another area. Celery, which we've seen. pH detection document. Acid, beauty products, drinking water, ionized water. Okay, so yeah, 7 is neutral, lower than 7 is an acid, higher than 7 is a base. But these aren't blue and red, they're green, red, and yellow. So I don't know what that has to do with the other thing. Alright, well. Some coffee and boxers. Clover, please. The left one has a sliding door, but I can't get it open. Oh, I guess we can't move the other one. Alright, well, there's also this thing. It's full of ice cubes. I think maybe it's an ice machine. It's pretty big for something like that. Maybe it's an industrial ice machine. They're like handles, right? I wondered if you can lift it open. Let me give it a shot. Ugh, no good. Won't even budge. Well, there's also lock and unlock. Hole to the right of it. There's a hole here. There's a diagram to the left of it. Lock and unlock. Do you you think they're showing a button here. So pushing this hypothetical button will release a lock. I don't see a button anywhere though. Maybe it's in here and you have to have something that can go in that hole to... yeah. I don't think so. Can we put one on? On what? Have you even been listening? A button. Oh, no, you can't just attach a button and press it. Although here are button parts. A button? Looks like it. Are these threads cut into the inside? They're, I think, for screwing it on. Maybe we can combine it with something else and make it a bit more useful. Yeah. So, come back here. What's this? Empty beaker. Okay. Well, it's a beaker. Here's the safe. Nothing else on the table. And then there's this thing. Oop, not quite what I wanted. What do you think this machine is? Bottom part looks like some kind of dolly. It's got this 5x5 grid of metal boxes. Top row is empty though. Yeah. Do you think we're supposed to put something in them? Well, not something, I guess. Probably more boxes. Machine on a dolly. The top row of cubbies that have any boxes in it though. Should I put some in there? So we've got an empty container that has basic water. But it's empty. So that means we're supposed to put basic water in here, I guess. Another empty container of basic water. Empty container with neutral water. And a container with acidic water. Do not drink this one. You can drink the neutral water, you can drink the basic water, but you don't want to drink the acidic water. And then we've got these. Actually, I think these are pages from a date calendar. The blue ones are Saturdays and the red ones are Sundays. So the black numbers are weekdays. 5 pages from a day calendar, January 13th, May 27th, no, March 27th, May 7th, July 30th, and November 11th. Okay. And then some kind of screen. Yeah, slide right under it. There's a connection. Okay. Hey, there's something in the drawer. Wonder what this is. Ah, combine this with this to make a button. Now we got a button. We probably need to attach it to a machine though. Well, I mean, I don't know why this would work, but what? Whoa. What are you doing? You broke it. So it's a warm drawer. Drawer is warm. That's ridiculous. Why would a drawer just be... You're kidding. It really is warm. What's going on here? You took this out of the dolly, right? And maybe it's for heating up food. Someone could have used it recently, so there's still some residual warmth. I guess? Anyways, I guess we'll try putting the button on here. There we go. Should be in there pretty good now. That looks good to me. Well, why don't you go ahead and push it? Push it. Hear that? Yeah, sounds like the lock opened. So we can open it. I assume so, yeah? Huh. So it is supposed to open, but there's nothing in it. I wonder why. So I can open it from both sides, see? I think you could do that from the front or back, too. And there's no hinge, it's just one huge lid, it's just sitting on top of the bottom. Hey, does it look like there's something inside that ice cube view? Yeah, you're right. I wonder if we can get to it. Well, we won't just be grabbing it, that's for sure. This glass is in the way. How about dropping it through that hole? Okay, so we gotta slide this around to get it to drop into the bin below, I think. Yeah, you just need to slide the ice cube down into it. I have to explain it? Alright, fine, just pay attention. Yeah, you can slide the ice cubes by clicking and dragging the mouse using arrow keys. Move the ice cube with something in it to the hole in the front. You can slide 4 of the ice cubes, but there's a limited number of times each one can be moved once you reach the limit. Okay, yeah, so... Okay. So basically, after so many movements, the cubes freeze into place, so I have to figure out how to yeah. This is a tricky puzzle, because the things that are set up there we go. You have to use the cubes to freeze them in place to change how it works, but I was able to figure it out. So now, we get this guy, combined with the warm drawer. The ice cube in the warm drawer. Yeah, it'll probably melt eventually. That's a waste of time. Just stick it back in the dolly. Oh, right. The drawer and the ice back inside. That, it's probably warming up right now. Should probably keep an eye on it. So, yeah. Warm this up. Once it's done... Oh, it's melted. Ah, it's hot. Card's underneath the water. Okay, here goes. Okay, just kidding. Let me get a visitor ID. 1 second, I'll be right back. Okay, never mind. So we get a visitor ID. Authenticating for something, might be able to use it. Huh. Could maybe use it here. What's going on? Looks like it's on now. Why is the screen red? I think something's wrong. Wait, it says something. Number of ration boxes insufficient. Please rectify. Cannot verify presence of acidic water vessel. Please rectify. Cannot verify neutral water vessel. Cannot verify presence of basic water vessels. Okay. So, we need to get these filled. We need to figure out what goes in these boxes. So, first of all, let's take a look at this guy. What is this? Yeah, this is for basic water. To the water storage tank. So you use it to pour water. Yeah, there's a drain too. Oh yeah, in the middle here. Sigma, don't you think you use that here? Yeah. Get rid of water here. Wait. Okay, so we fill that with basic water. And fill this with acidic water. Basic water in this one. And then neutral water in here. Okay, I think now we can put those in. Okay, so that's the water. Now we need 113, 327, 57, 713. I wonder if we can use this to get them. 113, 57. Okay, I think we have to figure out. Yeah. So for the first one, 113, we need 1, 2, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we need 1, 2, 3, E3. Does it work? The shelves, huh? Shelves, the drawers, whatever you want to call them. So that one popped out. Box of meat rations. Now, next one is March 27th. I'm just gonna look at this. March 27th, so it's the bottom one. 1, 2, 3, B14. Okay. Get that guy. So the first one was meat rations, then fish rations. 5, 7. Uh, 5, 7. So it's gonna be beginning of the week, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th row. So 4, 5, 6, A7. There we go. Salad. $7.30. It's gonna be third section, beginning of the week, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th row. So 7, 8, 9, A6. Soup rations. And the last one is 1111. I'll double check it just to make sure. 11, 11, 11. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 10, 11, 12, G6. Okay. Do I go over here? Content of acidic water vessel incorrect. Please rectify. Neutral water vessel. Oh. Okay. Press the number 3 button. I got this water. Cannot combine these items. Faucet. It dispenses water. How do I use this? This is chemical for testing pH. You can use it to test how basic or acidic something is. You ever do that in school? You put it in water and the water changes color depending on the basicity or acidity. Well, let's combine it with this one. No. Drain, I can get rid of water here. Faucet, it dispenses water. Okay, how do I actually test this? Down the drain with you. Okay, maybe I can use it with the empty container? Okay, so how can I test the... Oh, I see. Hold on a second. Okay, let me just empty these out then, because I think we've kind of... Okay. Empty, 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 empty. Okay, now what we're gonna do... Let's press 0 and use the beaker. Fill the beaker, combine this with this guy. Oh hey, look at that. pH detection command worked. It's sort of yellow-green. Well, if I each color we get, it looks like pH of this solution is 6. This is the water you got from the 0 button, right? Right, so the water you got when you press 0 at a pH of 6. That would mean if you push the +1 button, you get pH 7. Yeah, maybe. So let's try that out. Combine with... I'm glad they told me, because I would have to struggle to try and like match up the colors correctly. Do this, press 1 button, turn green, sprays be water with pH 7 or potable water. Okay, so the neutral water. Okay. Now let's try. Yeah. Let's try +3 and see if that gives us basic water. So pH 9 is okay, yeah. So it's just everything is one. This system is slightly off. The water has been. It's not quite calibrated correctly. But now that we have a pretty good idea of what this is supposed to be, we can make adjustments and fill up the containers. Now this one should be acidic. Or the level of acidity that we need. pH 4 in beauty products, right? Okay. I think... And there we are. So it shows the nutrient values that each staff member requires for the next 5 days. Rearrange the orders in the ration boxes so they match these values. By dragging a box over another one, you can swap them. Right, so... Huh... Staff nutritional... Okay, so... I'm going to write these down right quick. Meat is bread 1, meat 3, butter 3. Actually, I'm not sure what those are actually supposed to be, but I'm just going to go with that. Fish is bread 1, meat 3, butter 2. I think this one was salad, which is bread 2, meat 1, butter 0. I don't remember what that one is. It looks like spaghetti with meat sauce on it, so I'm gonna say pasta. Bread 3, meat 1, butter 2, and the last one was soup, which is bread 1, meat 2, butter 1. And A needs bread 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, meat 10, butter 8. B needs bread 7, meat 9, butter 4. C needs bread 8, meat 10, butter 9. D needs bread 8, but meat 11, butter 9. And then E needs bread 9, meat 10, butter 10. I don't know if that third one's actually butter or not, but it's just the symbols that I can recognize. So when we look at this one, so currently they each have 5 things. And these 5 things give you a total of 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 3, 5, 7, 8. So what we need to do is we need to figure out how to rearrange these rations so that everyone gets the things they need. So I noticed that B has a butter requirement of 4. So we probably need to get all of the meat and so one of each is bread, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, meat, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and butter, 3, 5, 7, 8. So if I can figure out how to make bread 7, meat 9, butter 4. I can't have too much salad on this guy, because then he'll have not enough meat. Needs, like, a lot of fish. That gives him 2, 6, 4, and then 4, 6, 8, 9, 4. So we almost got B set up. We just need one less. Yeah. We need one less bread. So if you've got 2 fish and 3 salad, to get one less bread, you need to change one of those salads for like probably butter? No, for soup. So now it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now we've got 1 extra meat and butter. So if we switch out one of the fish for soup, that one should be good. Okay. And 8, 10, 9, 8, 11, 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 8. So if we switch one of these fish for one of these meat, we should get it. Yep. Alright. I just solved the shit out of this puzzle. Hey, are you getting a little too excited? Yeah, it's kind of freaking me out. Did you see the screen? Yeah, so now we get this sun, star, moon. Alright. That does it to this room. let's see what we got here. First is, yep, floor B map, which we've seen before. Yep, compared to floor A. Make floor A is the top floor, roll the elevator down. Yep. And then we got the moon keys. As far as the announcer was talking about, just like the sun keys. Clover takes one, we take the other one. Now we've got left a key. Is that the exit key? Yeah, it must be. This is our ticket out of here. What are we waiting for? Let's go. This is the exit. Put the key in. Okay, do it. 3, 2, 1. And we're out. I don't remember seeing any lions in that room, though. Oh well. So that ended up just leading us back here, apparently?
An ambidex gate has been opened.
Oh.
45 minutes remain until ambidex game polling closes.
Probably Dio being a jackass.
One of the other teams must have done it.
But the rest of us aren't even back yet.
Well, we can fix that. Come on, let's get moving. Just then... Whoa, did you two just get back?
Yes, we did, but...
Then the team that opened the AB gate must have been the ones who went through the blue door.
That would be Luna, Vi, and Dio.
Huh? Wait. You guys went through the green door, didn't you? Then why the hell did you come out of the blue one?
There's an explanation for that, I promise. Just tell me, have any of you seen Quark?
Quark's gone missing. Something
He's
happened.
gone.
On the other side of the green door, we found a room called the treatment center. We found our key cards and left, but on our way out, he just disappeared.
So you went through the blue door to see if he'd gone in there.
No, that's not it. Look at this map.
The blue door is the fastest way back.
It looks like there's a pretty big room in the middle there. What is it?
A warehouse similar to the one on floor A.
Kind of weird that...
We've spent some time searching, but have been unable to locate Quark.
It's kind of weird that ours didn't lead to that. Huh. Well, maybe he went back to the other floor already.
That is a possibility. I will return and see.
I'm going back through the blue door. Figure I'll take a look at the area Luna and her team were searching.
I'll come with you then. Got a better chance at finding him with 2 pairs of eyes.
Right. Thanks. Sorry about all this.
I guess there's nothing for it. I'll help look for him.
Me too.
Then we'll leave floor A to you guys.
Right. Let's go. Come on, Clover.
Right behind you.
Temyoji and I headed to the blue door while Alice, Clover, and Kay climbed into the elevator. PEC. Another room I haven't been to. What is this place?
It looks like a bunch of hazmat suits, probably for protection against viral or chemical agents.
So these things keep you from getting sick.
Yeah, that's the idea. We should ask Luna's group about them. They investigated this room first.
Hey, there's another room underneath.
Well, let's have a look then.
Damn, he's not here.
Oh, Quark. Where the hell did you go? I should have kept a closer eye on him. If I'd just been watching.
Temyoji's face was drawn and the knuckles of his fists were white. He was an old man, but until then I hadn't realized how old. Suddenly he looked very, very tired. Don't worry about it. I'm sure we'll find him. Come on, let's go try somewhere else. I put a gentle hand on his shoulder and guided him toward the exit. So this is the Floor B warehouse, huh? Looks just like the other one.
That's pretty close, I'll give you that. Couple differences, though. Have a look over there.
The doors are shining? No. Are these chromatic doors?
Yeah, seems like it. See over here? They've got a box next to them, just like the ones next to the other doors.
I guess they're all white doors this time. We should go tell the...
No, first we look for Quark.
What? Look, I don't think he's here. What do you say we head back to Floor A for now? Maybe somebody else has already found him.
All right, let's go.
Dio.
Oh, it's just you. I'm guessing you haven't found Quark? I ran into Clover and Alice in the warehouse up on Floor A. They told me about Quark and how you're all looking for him.
So he hasn't come back to the warehouse?
Nope. Maybe he just went off to ruminate on a solution to this game. Chewing his cud, so to speak.
What?
Well, that's what ruminants do, isn't it?
Hey, this is no time for jokes. We should be out there looking for him, too.
Why would I do that? It sounds so boring.
Aren't you worried about him?
Why the hell would I be worried about some kid I've never even seen before?
What?
For all I know, he's Zero Senior. He could be hiding in some swank little cubbyhole, swirling a glass of brandy and gloating. Look at all those fools running around.
That's insane!
Yeah, there's...
What, there's no way? Are you sure? Nobody knows what Zero looks like. He could totally be a kid. I warned you, Tenmyoji. I told you it was a bad idea to just swallow everything that little bastard told you.
I trust Quark.
Suit yourself. Just don't come crying to me when it bites you in the ass.
The air grew thick with tension, but before their tempers managed to set it alight, Phi burst into the room.
Sigma. Good. You've got Tenmyoji and Dio with you. We found something. Come on, all of you.
Something happened?
You'll understand when you get there, all right? Now come on.
Where are we going?
The crew quarters.
Alright, so I guess this is when we find Alice. And maybe Luna. Yeah.
No.
What in the world?
Your heart stops. Your bracelet comes off.
There was a roaring in my ears, breathing, heartbeat, but my footsteps sounded muffled as if I was hearing them through layers of cotton. Pressed a shaking hand to Alice's neck. Her skin was still warm, but the only pulse I felt was my own. Same thing with Luna. They're dead, both of them. By then everyone had arrived, cramming themselves into the small cabin. Nobody spoke. Silence filled the room, flowing in my ears and throat like cold, brackish water. A chill shuddered its way through my body. I stood there, frozen, staring at them. I'd seen a corpse before when we discovered the old woman, but this was different. The old woman had always been dead, at least to me. But Alice and Luna I had known. They'd been living, breathing people less than an hour ago. Reality settled around my shoulders like a thick lead blanket, and my chest felt suddenly hollow. Who found them? My throat felt dry as I spoke. It was a full minute before someone answered.
Clover, I think. When Kay and I ran over, she was just kind of standing there next to the bodies. It was pretty clear they were both dead.
I think Clover killed them.
Me? Kill them?
You got into a fight with Alice after the AB game, didn't you? It looked like you two knew each other before you ended up here. So maybe you were trying to get her killed. None of us had any connection to her, which means you're the most likely to have a motive for murder. It's easy to see why she would have killed Luna, too. She probably caught you offing Alice, so you did her in too so she wouldn't rat you out.
Stop it, Dio.
And the AB game is a motive, too.
What do you mean?
Once someone's dead, they can't vote anymore. That means they'll automatically ally. If your opponent's guaranteed to ally, then that's an easy 3 points.
Who was Luna's opponent?
Me and Dio.
Mm-hmm.
Then that would mean Dio had a motive as well.
Yep. Alice saw him killing Luna, so he had to shut her up.
Why the hell would I do something like that?
Pay attention next time. You do it to get an advantage in the next round of the AB game.
What kind of cold-hearted bastard kills a lady for a few points?
I'm more interested in Alice's condition than in her killer's motives.
I am as well.
What do you mean by her condition?
Her clothes are barely disturbed.
If it weren't for the knife and, blood, she would look as if she was sleeping.
Yeah, you're right.
Well, maybe she was just killed while she was sleeping.
If she wanted to take a nap, why sit on the floor when there's a bed nearby?
That is a little strange. But a better question is, would she really be sleeping right now anyway? Hardly seems like a time for a nap.
She was probably put to sleep then.
Wait a minute. I remember there was one of the endings where Kay mentioned that Alice was sleeping on the floor. So I wonder if there's some weird thing going on here where somebody put her to sleep and then somebody else stabbed her.
Oh, come on. How did Zero Senior knock all of us out?
And that white
So
gas.
you're suggesting that Zero Senior knocked them out with the white gas, then killed them both?
Yeah. However it happened, one of the people in this room did it. Well, maybe not one of the people in this room. I forgot about somebody, didn't I?
Are you talking about Quark?
He disappears and then suddenly there's a murder? I don't know about you, but that seems pretty suspicious to me.
Nah, that's crazy. Quark couldn't have done this.
Alright, then why'd he disappear?
There must have been some kind of accident.
Then I might have it backwards. If he wasn't the murderer, maybe he was one of the murdered. Well, that would explain his sudden disappearance, right?
You son of a bitch.
Dio, knock it off. It's going too far.
Oh, whoa, calm down there, big guy. Don't tell me it never crossed your mind. I just said what you were all thinking.
Ten minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes. All players, please enter your votes. If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally.
Alright, time to head for the AB rooms, guys.
Come on, we've got more important things to worry about.
Oh, so you're gonna abstain, huh? That's some good luck for you, Clover. Sigma was paired with Alice. Sadly, it looks like she won't be able to vote during this round. If Sigma abstains, then you'll have no one voting against you. Hey, come on, cheer up. This is your chance to escape.
Escape?
That's right. Right now, your BP's at 6. Sigma's saying he won't vote, so if you choose Betray...
Clover would get 3 points, bringing her to 9.
Whoa, hold on there. I didn't say anything about not voting.
Oh, so you are going to vote? Well, you are, right? How exciting. Sigma should have 6 BP, just like Clover. That means this next round is a one-on-one fight. If one of them can trick the other one, they'll have enough BP to get out of here. Can't wait to see who wins. Ha! Oh, this is definitely getting interesting.
Right. We should get to the Flore warehouse, guys. Come on.
Actually, I don't think we found the thing in this one that says at least one person has to vote. Hey, Clover, can you choose Ally? We'll be stuck at 6 points if we both choose Betray. If we both cooperate, we'll get 2 points, and then we'll have 8. That means it'll be pretty easy for us to get 9 in the next round. Clover?
Yeah?
I said I want you to choose Ally.
Okay. You'll choose Ally too, right?
Of course. She gave me a strange sort of absent nod and turned to shuffle into the closest AB room. I wasn't sure if she'd actually understood me, but given the effect that Alice's death was having on her, I didn't think there was much else I could have done. I was preparing to enter an AB room of my own when I heard Phi's voice at my elbow and turned.
Sigma, we need to talk.
Oh, hey, Phi. Something up?
How are you planning to vote?
I was just talking to Clover about that. We're planning to both vote Ally.
Yeah, I thought so.
Huh?
Listen to me, Sigma. Because Luna's not voting in this round. Her vote will default to Ally. Her opponent is Dio and me. That means we're pretty much guaranteed to have 9 BP by the end of this round.
You and Dio are gonna choose Betray?
Luna's only got 1 BP left, but she's not wearing her bracelet anymore. You saw that, right? That means it won't do anything if her BP goes negative. Well, it's not like it can make her any deader anyway. You have to betray Clover. If you can get to 9 BP, then I'll take you with us.
Wait, you mean you're planning to escape?
Of course. If you don't come with us, you're gonna be stuck here for the rest of your life.
Why? If you just wait until everyone's got 9 BP...
I can't do that. You really think Dio's gonna stick around once he's got enough points to split? You gotta make a choice here. The number 9 door is only gonna open once. If you pick Ally and Clover does too, then you only have 8 points. I promise you Dio's gonna make a break for it as soon as he can. If you want to have any chance of getting out, you need those 3 points. Now.
So if I want to get out, I have to betray Clover.
Right.
Why are you telling me this? How do I know you didn't just tell Clover the same thing?
Talk to Clover? I'd have about as much luck talking to a potato right now. The truth is, I want you to come with me.
Why?
I just know that you're important, somehow.
You just know, huh? You just know, huh? Did you tell Kay? He's got 6 points right now too, you know.
No, I haven't talked to him. He's playing against Tenmyoji. Tenmyoji's only got 1 point left.
So if he chooses Ally, he's going to get penalized.
Exactly.
1 minute remains until Ambidex game polling closes.
It's almost time. Remember what I said. You have to choose Betray.
Wow, this is the Sigma's really a dick ending because he has to betray both times. She looked me in the eye until I nodded, then turned and jogged to her door. Oh man, this is not gonna feel good. Is Clover really gonna choose Ally? If she does, then all I have to do is choose Betray, and I'm out of here. No, I promised I'd choose Ally, so that's what I'm going to do. But Dio is almost certainly going to have 9 BP after this round. If he gets out, I'm going to be stuck here forever.
10 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Well, I've also already chosen the bad endings for these sections up to this point too, so maybe I should just... Maybe I'll just do it just to see what happens.
8, 7.
And then we'll go back, we'll flip back, we'll choose Betray, we'll see what we learn, and then that'll probably wrap it up for today's session.
3, 2, 1.
So, we'll do this. This will probably go badly.
Round 2. Results will thank you. Ambidex
Yeah.
game.
The announcer's statements are always pretty much the same. The door ground open and I stepped out. All around me other AV rooms were disgorging their occupants.
Wait! Dio!
Defy's voice echoed hollowly across the room. He's not even waiting. Followed her eyes to the number 9 door. And a Dio. So he's going for it. I broke into a run, hoping foolishly that I might be able to catch him.
No! He's going to try and open it!
So it has come to this then.
What's going on? He hasn't even seen the results yet.
He doesn't have to. It took only seconds for Tenmyoji and Kei to explain the math to her.
No!
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly. Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
The announcer's voice hadn't even faded when Dio reached the door. With a grunt, he swung the lever down.
Yes, it's opening.
Wait!
There's no point in trying to stop him now. The door has already opened.
But
Dio leapt through the door without so much as a backward glance. Fi paused in front of it, then turned to look at me.
What happened?
I chose Ally. I made a promise. Clover trusted me.
Sigma.
I see. Makes sense. I guess that's how this ends then. You had to make a choice that was right for you. And now, I have to make the choice that's right for me.
Yep.
Goodbye, Sigma.
So, yeah. Fi turned her eyes sad and followed Dio through the door. Door closes. Game ends. Game over. We go back and try the other one.
The number this thank you as the gate escape please.
Yeah. Alright, well,
Well, that's it. There's nothing we can do now.
oh.
We can only hold out hope that help will arrive.
Sigma, thank you for choosing Ally.
Yeah. Well, a promise is a promise, right?
What about Luna, Alice, and the old woman? Who killed them?
Maybe
Oh.
one of the people who just escaped.
This is just them wondering what the answers are, because we got a bad ending, so we don't find out anything.
Well, there's one other person.
Oh, yeah.
God. Quark. You're right. I still have to find Quark.
Suddenly, full of energy, Tenmyoji leapt up and took off for one of the warehouse's exits. That left only myself, Clover, and Kay. We stared at the number 9 door in silence. It would never open again. What else could we do but stare? Okay, so it is just the ending. I thought maybe for a second they might be like, oh, here's something you didn't know. But, yeah. So, I think this all but confirms that these are just not going to tell us anything important. But, it was interesting to see how it played out, so... I saved twice, I guess. But now we're going to back up, and we're going to go... Oh. Looks like it stopped working. Hold on a second. Give me 1 second. Start this back up. Okay. Try this again. Right. Because the announcement part's always the same. Door ground open, I stepped out. All around me, other AB rooms are disgorging their occupants.
Wait! Dio!
Yep, he's going for the door. Number 9 door, yeah. And a Dio. Dio, no. I shook my head. I had to get to that door.
What are you doing, Dio?
No, he's going to try and open it.
Damn right I am.
But the results!
Like I need to wait for that.
Ah, Dio's BP was at 6. His opponent was Luna, and she is... well, she is as she is. Her vote would have defaulted to Ally.
All he had to do was pick Betray.
And he'd have 9 points, right?
Excellent answer. I hope you remember to show your work.
But Vi was Dio's partner.
And her BP was the same as Dio's. That means she has 9 now as well.
Exactly. It was 9 the moment we stepped out of the AB room.
Why? Why didn't you stop Dio from choosing Betray?
You got the wrong idea, old man. This wasn't just my decision. We both decided to vote this way.
Is that true?
Yeah, I didn't have a choice.
You didn't? Because of you, Luna's BP is -1.
So? What, she's gonna die again? Zero can pump all the poison he wants into her. It's not gonna make a difference now. Besides, her bracelet's already fallen off.
You...
Then why did you try and stop Dio, Fi? I believe I heard you cry out, "Wait," as he headed toward the number 9 door.
Are you planning to wait for the rest of us? Did you just want to get your BP up to 9 to reduce your own risk?
Sorry, but no. The only reason I stopped Dio is because I needed to know what someone else voted.
Someone else?
But that would be...
That would be me.
Results from round 2
Who's a jerk in
of the
this
Ambidex
version
game
of the game?
will now be displayed. Please direct your attention to the results screen.
Yeah, it's me. I'm the dick.
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly. Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
That... no. You betrayed me, Sigma. Why?
What other choice did I
To
have?
keep your promise, you jerk! You liar! You're a coward! You don't care about anybody but yourself! All you wanted was to get out of here! You're horrible! I hate you!
Wait a minute. Just listen to me for a second. Whatever I did, Dio and Fi were going to get 9 BP. The door would have been open, whether I had 9 points or not.
So? All that means is that you picked Betray because you didn't want to get left behind.
No, that's not it. How could we know if they would go get help once they escaped? I can trust Phi. Dio is different. I didn't know what Dio might do to Phi after they went through the door. What if he turned out to be Zero Senior? So I figured that if they were going to escape anyway, I should go with them and make sure they...
Is that it? Is that your excuse?
Yeah, that sounds kind of like an excuse, to be honest.
Liar! Liar! You're just like Dio! You're a coward! Whatever. Just fine. I was stupid to trust you.
Clover, Yeah, I heard a clang and turned. So, I guess we're actually going through this door with...
Sorry.
A couple of unexpected partners.
I went ahead and opened it. Gonna have plenty of time to watch soaps on the outside, so I didn't feel like I needed to stick around to see how this little drama played out.
Dio!
Dio!
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, shall we? Why so serious?
Really?
This really isn't the time for hesitation. You both crossed a line you weren't supposed to cross. You betrayed your friends. Am I right? I'm right. But you didn't have a choice, did you? You had to survive. Isn't that the way an animal thinks, though? Don't get me wrong. I see the logic, but it's kind of animal logic. Still, you made your bed. Now you gotta lie in it. If you're gonna be an animal, be an animal. Own it. The losers, the weak, throw them away. That's how nature works, my friends. That's life at its most pure.
While he spent 20 seconds monologuing, the door closed again.
You get me? Now come on, hurry up and...
The number 9 door has been opened. It will remain open for 9 seconds.
Well, stay if you want. No skin off my back. Anyway, I'm out. Peace!
Wait! God damn it, Dio!
Temyoji leapt forward. Dio faked left and dashed right, slipping around Temyoji and through the door.
3, 2, 1, 0. The number 9 door is closing.
Let's go, Sigma!
But
Shut up! Just do it!
I looked at her slightly confused. But before I could respond, her hand closed around my arm like a vice and she hauled me bodily through the open door. Damn. Well...
The number 9 door has closed. This ends the nonary game. Thank you for your participation.
Sigma! Phi! Dio! Open up! Open this goddamn door!
Temyoji's voice was muffled by the thick steel, but I could still hear his desperation and anger. I tried to ignore it. Alright, so it wasn't some kind of underground bunker.
Alrighty then. Here we are.
Is that a hallway?
Only one way to find out.
Just as Fi had guessed, on the other side of the door was a wide hallway. Unfortunately, it seemed to stop in a dead end. It took only a second to find a familiar-looking door on the left side of the hallway. We opened it and stepped inside. Oh.
This must be the prep room.
I think I searched this place with Dio and Luna.
Yeah, how are you in here? Well, this is probably just another one that looks like it. Yeah, okay, I was gonna say. You really think you would have been able to get to something on the other side of the number 9 door?
Hold up. You know about the one on floor B2?
Yeah, I visited with Tenyoji when we were looking for Quark.
Huh.
So you know that the pressure in here is a lot higher than the pressure outside?
What?
Oh, you didn't.
What are you talking about?
Didn't I just say what I'm talking about? The air inside this facility is kept at a higher pressure than the air outside.
What?
Apparently they're doing it to keep the virus from getting in.
Oh.
If you're leaving, you have to lower the pressure until it matches what's outside. This room is where you prepare for all of that. See those suits over on the wall? They keep you from getting infected once you're outside. You have to put one on before you can go into the pressure exchange chamber downstairs.
How do you know all that?
Luna told me.
Really? Wait, why did Luna know all that?
Apparently it was all in a manual she found in a room we searched.
Oh, wait, go back. You said there's some kind of mysterious virus out there?
Well, I wouldn't say it's mysterious. I think it's that Radical 6 thing Alice was talking about. Don't quote me on that, though.
That sounds bad.
Well, we've come this far. We can't turn back now. Let's get those suits on and head outside.
No argument here. Let's do it.
We climbed into the protective suits in silence, then headed down to the pressure exchange chamber. With a quiet hum, the process began. I could hear the soft hiss of air leaving even through my helmet. There was nothing to do until it finished but wait. Then, out of nowhere, Dio spoke up.
Never thought I'd succeed so easily.
It took me a moment to realize his voice was coming from the speaker in my helmet. Apparently the radio was designed to activate automatically. You mean getting out of here?
Ah, you're thinking too small. I guess I can tell you who I really am.
What?
You see, the thing is, I'm a hero. I was sent here from far away to save mankind.
What?
What? Too surprised to speak?
Dio, I think maybe you should calm down a bit.
You're all excited to be getting out of here, but...
Oh, never mind. You're clearly too small-minded to understand.
We were still going back and forth when the quiet hiss of air escaping slowed. And stopped. A door at the end of the room slowly ground open. Head out into the wasteland, I guess. We walked through to find ourselves in a nearly identical room. After 2 more decompressions, the last door finally opened. I stepped outside and gasped. A dark landscape like none I'd ever seen lay spread out before me. I couldn't help but stare. What the hell?
Looks like a desert.
I can see that. The question is, which desert?
Don't know. I can't tell you what day it is, though.
Huh?
Look,
It's a red
the
moon.
moon's red. See? This must be a total lunar eclipse.
Oh yeah, because I think they mentioned that in the lounge. Oh yeah, I remember you talking about that in the lounge.
During a total lunar eclipse,
Right.
the moon is entirely covered by the Earth's shadow. That doesn't mean the moon just disappears or turns black, though. It actually reflects light that's passed through the Earth's atmosphere. But this makes it appear to be red. Essentially, what's happening is that the moon is reflecting the sunset. Do you remember when the next total lunar eclipse was going to happen?
Yeah, December 31st, 2028. So, New Year's Eve. That's what the magazine said, at least.
Well, there you go.
So today is December 31st. Wait, shit, if I get grabbed Christmas morning, then that means I've been here 6 days?
Looks like it. We should get to the nearest town.
Okay, and where would that be?
There has to be one around somewhere. Even deserts have some towns, whether they're in the Mojave, Sahara, or Gobi. It's not what I'm worried about, though.
What are you worried about?
Forget it. Doesn't matter right now.
Oh, come on. Tell me. I'm curious now. Impossible as it might seem, I could have sworn I heard her frown.
I'm worried about whether or not there are any survivors. If Alice was right about the virus.
Are you saying humankind might be extinct? The hell? No way, that's impossible. A whole species can't just die out in 6 days.
I
That's...
hope it's not the case, of course, but there's the possibility. Whatever. We should get moving. There are still 4 people stuck in there, including Quark. We need to find help and come back for them.
Okay. I turned to take a step. There was a rough crackle over the radio, and the sound of someone falling. I turned back around to see Fi on the ground. Hey! You alright? What happened? I ran over and helped lift her back up. She fumbled for a second, then clambered to her feet.
Where are we?
Her voice was low and rough. Huh?
I see. This timeline.
Timeline? She didn't respond. I was about to begin a more irate line of questioning when she suddenly grabbed me by the shoulders.
Hey, where's Dio?
Dio? Oh yeah, I haven't seen him since we got out. I'm sure he was with us when we left.
Shit. We need to split up and find him.
Why?
Because he needs to tell me something. Why are you asking me this?
What?
Don't tell me you forgot. Wait, maybe not.
I forgot?
He must not have made this jump.
He must not... Is she some kind of, like, time traveler or something? Are we some kind of time traveler or something? What is happening? She wasn't making any sense.
Look, forget about that. Just find Dio. I'm going over to that hill, so you take the other direction.
Okay. She'd already taken off without waiting for my answer. I watched her for a few moments, confused, before turning and heading off to look for Dio myself. Damn. Don't see him anywhere. Where the hell'd that guy go? I was looking around, trying to decide where to go next when I heard them. The signal must have degraded, but I could still make out a few words.
What the hell are you doing? Answer me, Dio.
Their voices were cutting in and out, but I'd heard that last word clear as day, Dio. Sounded like Fi had found him. I spun around and took off in her direction.
Is that a transmitter?
Transmitter?
Let's see. Phone home, huh? Bet free souls anxious from you.
What?
How do you know?
I know everything about you. Know you're the Myrmidons.
Wasn't that the thing on the knife? Myrmidons? Transmission was getting clearer. I had to be getting closer. What else did she say? Phone home, free soul.
Never mind that. I need to ask you something. What's the password for the number 0?
Password for the number 0? Oh, is this the thing for the director's office?
The hell are you, man?
I'm no man.
How the hell can you crack jokes right now?
You haven't given me my answer. What's the deactivation code?
Deactivation code?
Hey, what are you...
Stop!
Shit. That didn't sound good. I sped up and quickly crested the hill in front of me. There they were. Stop! I went down the hill as fast as I could, half running, half sliding. With the suits on, I couldn't tell who was who, but I had to stop them. Clambered to my feet, slightly winded from my ordeal. The suited figure I'd slammed against lay on the ground next to the other one. I moved over to peer through the visor. Dio. His eyes were closed, almost like he was just sleeping. My tackle must have knocked him out.
Thanks. That was a close one.
No sweat. What's this transmitter you were talking about?
You heard, huh?
Yeah.
Well, it's right over there. See that briefcase-looking thing? He was trying to use that to get in touch with somebody.
Where the hell did he get it?
Probably had it hidden somewhere.
Wait, hidden? Are you saying Dio's been here before?
Yeah, probably. My guess is he came here, hid the transmitter, and then snuck into the building.
Snuck in? Okay, so... I think we also speculated that someone might have gotten into the game. Yeah, because it was his bracelet, right. He stabbed the old lady, who originally had a bracelet on. He snuck into the game, stabbed her, took her bracelet. I wasn't quite sure what to make of that, so I decided to take a closer look at the transmitter. There was a screen on the upper part with a bunch of numbers that looked, well, like nothing. What the heck is this? I wonder if I need to write this down. 78153 61098 83809 42419 90551. Transmitter numbers? Is that some kind of phone number?
No, it's too long for that. It's 25 digits.
78153 61098 83809 42419 90551. What is it then?
Don't know. I assume it's some kind of code, but I don't see a key to decode it with.
I heard an odd crackling noise in my helmet. It took me a moment to realize it was a voice, Dio's voice. It's so funny.
Sorry. You guys just had it so fucking backwards I couldn't help myself. You can't find the key to decode it? Well, no shit. The key's right in front of your face.
What?
What?
That's the key. The message is somewhere else. You need those 25 numbers to decode it.
None of what he was saying made any sense to me. Dio, what's going on here? Who were you trying to call with this thing?
What, you don't know? At least one of you is appropriately ignorant. Fine, whatever. Might as well tell you. I don't really have any reason to hide my identity now that my mission's a success. Besides, she'll probably tell you if I don't. Might as well hear it straight from the horse's mouth.
Dio shifted to put his hands behind his head, but didn't bother to get up. I belong to an organization called the Myrmidons, right? You've probably never heard of it. but there might be a few people out there who've heard of Free the Soul. If you haven't, well, it's a sacred religious order with over 1 million true believers. The Myrmidons are the hand of Free the Soul. We do what needs to be done to bring us closer to the new world Free the Soul promises. There are some people who might call us terrorists. Then again, from their point of view, I suppose we might be. We're trying to tear down the corrupt world they've built, after all. But when the sun dawns for the first time on our new world, we'll be hailed as saints, holy messengers who cleanse the filth from a dying planet. Well, only a handful of people will really become saints. Not even all of the Myrmidons will be guaranteed sainthood. First, you have to be raised with the teachings of Free the Soul from birth. Then you have to be chosen to join the ranks of the elite and achieve great things. So he's basically part of a cult. Turning from this mission would secure my position, I say. Free the Soul is built around the teachings of a man named Brother who founded our order many years ago. His teachings are too profound for ordinary people to understand, but you could say that the core ideas of his doctrine are to separate oneself from worldliness, to destroy greed, and to divorce the soul from the body to cleanse it. Those who follow his teaching with discipline and devotion will be reborn as a new form of human. Only this new species will be able to live in equality in a world without war or starvation. Brother was born into a poor family. I've been told he didn't know his father and that he lost his mother at a young age. The only family he had was his younger brother, a boy named Left. They say Brother had a special power and that he was able to touch the thoughts of other people and see into them. It left him constantly exposed to the filthy greed of mankind. When Brother was 16, Left was found dead. His body was covered in bruises, but the police only made a cursory investigation and quickly ruled his death a suicide. Later, Brother would find out the killer had paid the police a massive bribe to keep the truth hidden. Wow, so we've got pandemic and police corruption. It's just hitting all it's hitting all the high marks for this year. He burned with rage, but also found himself immersed in cold despair. Eventually, he received a divine revelation. Mankind was thoroughly corrupted by greed. They had to be purified and a new world created. God had given Brother his mission. That was when he began to teach others the truth, and at the age of 26, he started Free the Soul. Once Free the Soul was established, he devoted his resources to research on human cloning so that he could create the new species he had foretold. He invited to assist him a team of scientists from a research facility in the United States, and a year later the first 10 new humans were born. Those 10 were the first generation of Myrmidons. Incidentally, I'm from the 4th generation. Oh, so he's a clone. Our DNA comes from Left, Brother's younger brother. That means that we all share a face. We are all given the same name, Left. Some people think that's weird, but individuality seems much weirder to me. If everyone looks the same, there's no such thing as race or even individuality. With cloning, you don't even need different genders. How could you get more equal than that? Still, there's a little random deviation, and other factors can influence a clone's development. I was the best of my generation, so I was chosen to lead the Myrmidons. I was probably sent here because Brother noticed the caliber of my skills. My mission was to infiltrate this facility. When I was given my orders, I thought this was going to be my chance. In all my life, I've only ever once been punished for breaking our laws. It had to do with women. I had come in contact with someone unclean and I was considered corrupted. Even if I was punished harshly and purified my soul, my dishonor remained. I wanted to prove my loyalty to Brother, so I was determined to be successful on this mission no matter what. My entire purpose is to be part of the foundation of Brother's new world. And now that I have fulfilled that purpose, for the first time in my life I understand what true happiness is.
Oh, Holy Father, Holy Brother, Holy Master, my sacred mission is at last complete. With these two hands, mankind is saved. I am your will made flesh. In your name, I give thanks.
His voice had taken on an almost reverent tone, and as he finished speaking, he made some sort of odd sign over his chest. Phi shoved his hands away.
I don't care about your goddamn mission. You did this to us. Now we're going to
She grabbed the rock he'd held over her only minutes ago and lifted it over her head. Fi, what are you...
Shut up! You still haven't answered my question. I'm going to ask you one more time. What is the password for the number 0 bomb?
The what? Bomb?
God damn it! Didn't I tell you to shut up? Now, tell me, what's the password?
She swung the rock down towards Dio's head.
Wait! Okay. Fine. It's not gonna do you any good, though. I completed my mission. What are you gonna do with the password at this point?
Not your problem. Just give it to me. Otherwise...
Fine. No skin off my back. The password for the 0 bomb is LXAQNSGDQ.
Number 0 bomb password. LXAQNSGDQ. I don't know what this is because I haven't seen any bombs, but I presume that's important, so I should take a note of it. Fi tossed the rock off to the side.
You heard that, right, Sigma?
Huh?
The password. I'm going to try my best to remember it, but I won't know if I manage to until after I make the jump.
Okay, yeah, there's definitely some weird, like, time-traveling nonsense happening here.
There's a chance I won't remember anything, so you need to memorize it, just in case. Got it?
I had absolutely no idea what she was talking about, but I was beginning to understand that it was probably pretty important. With that in mind, I repeated the strange series of letters over and over in my head, doing my best to memorize them. LXAQNSGDQ, LXAQNSGDQ.
Okay. We're done with you. Let's go.
Go where?
Not sure, but I think he does. Get up.
Fi grabbed Dio's arm and hauled him to his feet. He jerked his arm away petulantly and began to walk. Is there a city near here?
Yeah. Well, not really a city, I guess. More like a shelter. Some people who survived the disaster live there.
Disaster? What disaster?
Just shut up and follow me. You can see for yourself.
I looked up. It must have been a clear night because there were more stars than I'd ever seen before. I thought I could even see the band of the Milky Way. And in the middle of the field of stars shone the full moon, a giant red orb looming in the center of the sky. Had it always been so big? Well, there you go. That's an ending. Oh man. So we didn't learn anything about any of the we didn't learn about anything about any of the locks that we know of, but we may have learned something about one that we don't know about. We haven't run into yet. Also, I guess Fi is going to be that this kind of explains I guess, why she knew our name and some other things at the beginning, because she's essentially... she's doing something like what June was doing in the last game, maybe? I'm not entirely sure. But the way she made it sound like she's like jumping timelines, so like... I don't know. I'm sure we'll get a proper explanation for exactly what's happening, but it seems like she's got some kind of like... I think I remember they had an actual term for this, where like you had like telepathy across time or something like that. In the first game, one of the things they mentioned in the library. So I think something like that is what's happening here. And apparently I have it too, which I guess makes sense because that's going to explain how we get all of this information where we like unlock something in one time and think about it in another timeline. So it's actually we're both working together to do this sort of thing now, which is kind of crazy, but also it's not guaranteed that she or I will specifically remember one thing or another, which is kind of funny because in my case, it's not because I don't remember something, it's because I haven't gotten that ending yet, so that's kind of amusing. Dio end. Okay. So yeah, we learned a lot about Dio. I'm guessing the other one, that other one where we had the lock. Okay, so that was his. I'm guessing this one, because I think this is the one where, I think it was this one? Maybe it wasn't. Or maybe it was this one. I can't remember. There was one of these in which Kay told us a lot about his life. So we learned that, like, Kay was essentially, like, maybe Zero's son, or at least the guy who made this facility, and he also knew the old lady who got stabbed. And now we know that Dio is part of some kind of religious cult that was sent here to basically stop whatever was happening, broke into the game, stabbed the old lady, probably stabbed a couple of other people. I'm guessing he's responsible for most of the murders at this point. And then he got out, and apparently there was also bombs involved. And there was a passcode, and also some transmitter numbers, so... oh boy! But we won't finish finding out everything about Kay until we break a couple of those locks, which we'll probably have to... I'm guessing... I wish I could like not have to zoom in, but... I'm guessing these three paths aren't particularly helpful. I'm guessing this one isn't particularly helpful. So next time we're going to have to go take this door, and we're going to have to start going down these paths, because it looks like all of them have, like this one has one here, this one also has one, this one has one, and these are both pretty long. These are almost as long as this one, this original one that we went on before. So, looks like we're really just starting to get warmed up in figuring out what's going on with this game. We're starting to get a few answers together, but we've still got a long way to go. So, sorry about the flashing lights there, but I'm gonna save this. Go out to menu. And that'll do it for tonight, so I hope you all are enjoying this. And have a good evening, and we'll see you next time.